Back in March of 2021, Bob Odenkirk brought us Nobody, which was a fun take on the ex-assassin family man looking to start a new life, but then kind of gets pulled back in, think John Wick types of stories, right? Well, that whole lifestyle has always had cliches around it in these types of movies, in these action sequences that they do. Well, this movie focuses a lot on the action, and Bob is now coming fresh off the set from Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad before that. So he's now in an action type of role, and they kind of poke fun at a lot of what we see in previous movies that are like this, and they have some amazing one-liners. It was a surprise hit in 2021. Well, Bob is back, and he brings us Nobody 2 in 2025. What's going on, movie fans? Thank you for jumping into Movie Tactics with me today. We're going to talk about Nobody 2. So like I mentioned, Bob is back, bringing us this new character. Now, this movie, it's not going to live up to the hype of the first. I'm just going to tell you right now, I think the first had such a unique setting. It was in the middle of the pandemic, so that also added to it. But that movie, the first one, I just rewatched it a few weeks ago, and it holds up. It's fun, it's witty, it's action-packed. And even though some of the action is just okay, it's not John Wick level, they still have just these amazing one-liners that make it a fun action type of movie. Well, this movie now features Hutch, who played by Bob, now has the family, and he's still struggling through trying to get the trash out and all those things. Wants to take the family on a vacation. We see this in the trailer, and this is, of course, a no spoiler review on this movie, so it's something to consider if you want to watch this movie, which should be streaming very shortly at the time of filming this review. Wants to take the family on a vacation, and of course, we have Doc Brown. He's taking Doc with him as well to go and bring him along. Grandpa there, who had an amazing scene in the first one in the retirement home, picks him up from the retirement home, and the whole family is on the way to a theme park, one of the world's most renowned and oldest theme park, apparently. But of course, this whole movie has the very generic setting of a little town in the middle of nowhere that is on the drug trafficking line and is a big kingpin area where the whole town is corrupt and the officials are corrupt. And it's just kind of one of those things we've seen time and time and again. Now, the saving grace of this movie is the fact that we do have Bob. Now, Bob is a phenomenal actor. He's hilarious. And they have all these scenes where, just like in the first one, they kind of pull him out of his reality for a minute and he kind of sees red and then just goes berserk on whatever's happening. And rightfully so. Whatever is happening, he goes and fixes the wrongdoing of some bad guy, right? Now, this movie does bring some action sequences. Bob did a lot of work, and in fact, he actually had a heart attack at one point years ago, I think back in 2022, 2021, somewhere around there, and he says that the training he did for Nobody 1 really helped him and make sure that he can get through that from a physical standpoint and a mental, psychological standpoint. So that's great to hear. So you get this training done, and he does a phenomenal job with the training, with the action sequences. Apparently he did a lot of the action scenes by himself, as himself. So that's great to see. And he just has kind of a funny wit to him. And you kind of have these setups where, thinking back at a lot of other movies that you've seen, where there's just like a ridiculous way for people to get beat up or people to die. And it just kind of sets you up through the whole movie, and you have these like drug kingpins where they have this generic amount of money with this drugs and stolen military hardware and goods, and now Bob's here and stuck in the middle of it trying to go on a vacation, and you kind of see where it goes. He takes down the whole town, takes down the corrupt government of the local town, finds out who's good in the town, who's bad, and chaos ensues. And the best part is this movie only has a little under an hour and a half runtime, so it's something easy to digest, something you can sit through. It's not something that's going to be overly long, which is good because it is an action movie, and you sometimes can feel a little bit of kind of predictability on where the movie is going to be going. So you kind of want to see where it goes, and you don't really want a 2.5 hour long movie of this type of movie. But I would see Nobody 3, 4, 5, 6, honestly, if Bob's in it, because he just does such a great job as this ex-assassin family man. And of course, like I said, Doc is back. Christopher Lloyd is back. I met him at a convention, I think 2 years back. Awesome guy. He's great in person as well. And it's crazy because of how old he's getting. He's still going to these conventions, still doing movies. And I love that they brought him back on the silver screen. So that's my thoughts on Nobody 2. I'm going to give Nobody 2 a 66%. I think that it's close to what Rotten Tomatoes and those guys are saying about it. It's very generic, but Bob pulls it out to make it exciting and very entertaining. But just know it's not a masterpiece of a movie. There's not a lot of depth there, if you can imagine. So hope you guys enjoyed this review. Go see Nobody 2. What did you think about the movie? Have you seen it yet? Do you want to see it? Did you like the first one? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to read those. We're new here, so hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we'll see you guys in the next movie review.